See that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Oh, can I can I be serious for a minute? Live from my mother's basement. Here's Johnny. Hooray! And I just wanted to do an impact review for tonight, um, March 1st, 2012. We're really moving along here in the year. So, Impact tonight. I have a few thoughts. You know, I thought it was really fun. I really did. It felt like a fun show tonight, even though I personally I had a few problems with what went on. I would have changed a few things around maybe, but I feel like they're doing really good. I feel like they're still building the Victory Road really well. And yeah, let me see here. Where the fuck should I begin? Should I start at the beginning? Let's see. What am I doing? Where the hell are we? So, the first thing that I remember is Angle and Jeff Hardy doing a promo segment against each other, and so I noticed that Angle had these note cards, and they seemed like it was a play off of The Rock's, fucking shit on his wrist for the notes, and I thought that was really funny. I like the fact that Angle is involved with Hardy because it takes Hardy out of the title scene, which is much, much, much sorely needed, in my opinion. Um, I thought it was very soon to try to put him anywhere near it. Um, at the end of the thing, after Hardy punched him a few times, did he say, "Kurt Angle, your own"? What does that mean? Um, Good opening segment. I liked how it flowed. It wasn't too long, which is something that normally the opening promos can tend to be. Um, yeah, a few things here. Rude and Austin Aries getting a little bit of time back and forth with each other. Epic. Like, this is really well done throughout the night to introduce that and then to introduce Bully Ray into the equation, to complain more about Sting and how he's really to blame. And, if I know I'm a huge, huge fan of the stables in wrestling. I think that it's something that's, really missing right now. And if you listen to my audio where I booked Sheamus after WrestleMania with the title, I did that with OK Fabe, by the way, plug. Um, it's up. I introduced a new stable in that booking because I don't feel like there are enough going around right now in wrestling. Um, it's something that really helps get people over, and it helps make storylines. So, um, Rude, Aries, and Bully Ray, if they were to form some kind of stable, some kind of anti-authoritarian, whatever you want to call it, stable, I think it would be really good. Obviously, Rude and Storm are going to clash a little bit here, Lockdown and beyond for the title, but afterward, I wouldn't mind seeing Rude and, somebody else make a run with this stable and provide some good competition for other up and comer guys, even like somebody like a Matt Morgan to get involved and have to go through them on his pursuit to the title. I think that would be a really good idea. um so is it just me? I mean, uh AJ Styles and Daniels can't get away from each other. It just seems like, it's annoying to me. I don't know how Kazarian's caught up in the middle of this, but for the most part, I was entertained with the idea that this is going to become a triple threat match because that gives it a new dimension. And if Kazarian goes over both of them, I think that would be very good. He could really use a rub right now and to go somewhere and do something because after he was X Division champ in Fortune, they haven't done shit with him. You know, he was the mediator between AJ and Daniels in their fucking crappy feud that lasted too long, and just no. So, his bell-bottom wrestling tights though on Christopher Daniels, really. Ugh. But yeah, they really need to break off this AJ Daniels weird ass thing, and they all need to go get involved with other people, other programs. If they were to build Kazarian up with like a television title reign, wouldn't hurt the guy, you know, to establish him as a bigger card name. Maybe even take him back into the X division for all I care. Just spice it up and do something with him. That's all I want to see happen. You know, keep him away from other people that aren't going anywhere. Maybe put Kazarian in a feud with a guy like a Pope or something. I don't know. Get them both on television. I don't like the commentary that's going along with Taz and TNA. I think it's becoming worse and worse every week. I've also felt that, you know, on WWE's end, that, you know, the King has been fucking awful on commentary week after week. It's like he doesn't even want to be there. I feel like Michael Cole is really just bad. I wish that Josh Matthews and Matt Stryker could get a chance and maybe even bring in a William Regal. You know, like, that would be my three-man team. As for TNA, I would rather have Don West on commentary. At least the guy could, you know, talk about the match and get it over. This Taz and TNA back and forth shit really doesn't do it for me. And I think that they're both well past their prime for commentary. And honestly, it's distracting. It's not adding anything to the match. If anything, it's taking away. I understood where they were going with the ODB Madison Rain match, you know, because she fucked over Gail Kim the last week. This is kind of like the retribution for it. But, Madison Rain is a really terrible worker in the ring, so I don't even understand why she's the #1 contender right now. Yeah, boot to the crotch kind of thing. It was a bad match, but I think it had the right outcome. I think that ODB needs to consistently win if she's going to be featured on television. So that wasn't. I don't know. Is it just me, or did they play the Velvet Sky thing twice, where she got the shit kicked out of her outside? Am I the only one that caught that? I think that Velvet Sky is a horrible actress and a horrible wrestler, but if she's, you know, all about the fans and all that shit and a baby face, then whatever. Be somebody new to put into the scene, even though I think that she does not deserve the title. I don't think she's a real draw, and I don't think that she can hold it. And as sick as I am of seeing Mickie James involved in the hunt for the women's title there, I think that other people that have really been overshadowed really need to interject themselves into that title scene. I think that Angelina Love and Sarita, you know, and even Winter are very deserving of a rotation program with Gail Kim, you know, because Gail Kim is a strong champion. Let me see. Joe and Magnus, when did they turn face? I don't know. Do I like it? I mean, you know, if Matt Morgan and Crimson are going to feud amongst themselves and they really want to differentiate where Joe and Magnus go, I don't know if really turning them face is the right idea. Pardon me. So, you know, I thought that the Motor City Machine Guns would come back at some point, and they're pretty much a face team. I guess if they're going to turn him heel, whatever, but I thought that was going to be the rivalry. It was going to be Joe and Magnus versus the Guns, so I don't know why they would turn Joe and Magnus face right away, you know? Zema Ion, I want to like the character. I want to like his edginess and all that, but I don't know. I can't get behind joking. I guess they're trying to make the best out of the whole broken neck scenario, and maybe have Sorensen, when he does finally heal up, come back with a really long, drawn-out, explained feud, and I would buy into that and like it. I don't think Zema Ion is anywhere near ready for the X Division title, though, as much as he's the #1 contender. Although I do like kind of how they're trying to develop him as a character and try new shit out for him, so whatever. We talked about Mickie James, we talked about Velvet Sky, we talked about the tag match that they had with Angelina and Sarita. I wish that Angelina and Sarita would have went over in this match. It would have given the baby faces, Mickie James and Velvet, something to chase on the way, but what do I know? I'm just a wrestling fan. So, if this breaks up Angelina from Winter, good. If this breaks up that Mexican America stable, which kind of sucks, good. I'd like to see Sarita back in a women's tag title run with somebody. She's a really good worker. In my audio that I did with my friend Dan, we talked about the whole TNA roster, and Sarita was one of the women that I really thought deserved a good push. And I thought that it was her time to finally get something. The Abyss promo, he hasn't really been there since January. If they're going to bring him back, I think it's too late. I think that the Abyss is a waste. If I was booking, if I was in charge, if I was, hiring or talent relations, I would have got rid of him a long time ago. I think he's dead weight. It's like beating a dead horse again and again and again. You're not going to get anything out of him. He's a very one-dimensional character. He's a rip-off of Kane, but he really doesn't... He's not used like a Kane, so what the fuck is the point? Those Monsters Ball matches aren't really all that exciting all the time. I mean, like, once in a while they're cool, but, if they put him in a match at Lockdown, who the hell is he even going to go against? He's got no reason to fight anybody. Who do you bring him back against? I don't even know. It's just not good. Again, with the Bully Ray, Austin Aries, Bobby Roode sitting in the ring during that promo, that was really nice, and I liked how, even though I can't stand Sting sometimes, like, it just seems a bit much over the top. Like, those three guys should have beat his ass in the middle of the ring, and then maybe he should have made a tag match. Not really call them out on being, oh, you'll never get paid. Like, fuck that. They're professional wrestlers. It's all going to be a work angle, Sting. I'm not buying that. But if they would have beat the shit out of Sting and then Sting would have put them in a match for later that night, I would like that more. I was talking to one of my friends, Dan Bigler. He does dantalkswrestling.livejournal.com. He's a blogger there, and we were talking about how TNA would have really benefited from scouting out, like, the Kings of Wrestling for their tag division, or even the Briscoe brothers, steal them from ROH for their tag division, because if any company has the ability to really draw in a tag team wrestling fan like myself, it would be TNA. They've got a lot more momentum in their favor, and they normally, in the past, they've had the better tag division, so I'd like to see that come back. Let's see, what else can I say? The main event I felt was really well done, and I don't know, for the most part, I was really happy with this program. I just felt like there were bits and pieces I would have changed, like when Kazarian and Daniels and AJ were all doing that match. It was a gauntlet match. I mean, maybe it was the right decision to have Kaz win like that, but maybe I would have had AJ beat Daniels rather than have Kaz come in and interfere like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff, out of my ass at this point. But I enjoyed Impact. I thought that it was exciting from, beginning to end, with a little bit of lull when Madison Rayne was on TV for me, because I don't really like her, but she's kind of good on the mic, I guess. She's kind of got that going for her. She can at least play into her character and her role well, so whatever. I mean, this is all working toward the bigger picture for Victory Road and possibly for Lockdown, so I like the fact that they're building up to their pay-per-views. I think that the show was kind of high energy tonight. I like the reactions that were happening, and it was fun to get on Facebook, all the different wrestling groups that I'm in, and all the different, people just friended randomly for the love of wrestling, talking about it tonight, it really it it did it for me. So I think this is a very enjoyable experience. And although the girlfriend is not here right now, we're going to do a Raw review together. I hope coming up in a few days, Monday. So be on the lookout for that. And as always, just have fun and enjoy wrestling. And we will see you next time. Live from my mother's basement, signing out.